Hello, friends. Welcome back to Blue Steel Tarot. Today is Sunday, April 9th. Happy Easter to those who celebrate. Happy Passover to those who celebrate. I feel like we're really moving into the springtime now, and before we know it, it'll be summer. So this is one of my favorite times of the year, to be honest. So today, I thought we would do a reading for the week ahead that will be a little bit different, but primarily focused on the law of attraction. And so I will use the Pride Tarot deck for part of that, and then we'll pull a few additional cards from the Robinwood Tarot deck for additional insight into what we can expect in the week ahead. So what I wanted to do kind of is focus on our see what kind of vibration you have coming into the week. What is your point of attraction and vibration? And as it relates to that, I know we've talked about this book here, Ask and It Is Given. If you have this book, it's a great book. If you're interested in maybe reading it or getting it, I highly recommend this one. It's a great book. But it talks about how, amongst other things, because you can see it's quite a lengthy book, amongst other things, it talks about how our vibration is a point of attraction and we get what we think about. And when you have a high vibe, when your emotions and your feelings are positive, they're a higher vibe versus when they are on the lower end of the spectrum. And so I don't want to go too into detail, but on one of these pages here, it kind of lays out, this is the spectrum. And this is a, there are some better representations on, like I think Pinterest has some actually, but talking about joy, passion, enthusiasm, eagerness, positivism, optimism, positive expectation. Those are all very high vibe. Those are higher frequencies versus like jealousy, insecurity, fear. Fear is probably one of the lowest ones, right? And so you kind of get what you attract what you are putting out. So we want to see today, what kind of vibration are we putting out here, okay? So the first question will be, what is our vibration, or what is your vibration coming into the week? And I'm going to focus on the upright version. So Ace of Wands, that feels pretty good to me, okay? What are you attracting with this particular vibration? Four of Pentacles. How can you attract more positivity and abundance this week? Okay, the King of Wands. Okay, let's put those cards aside for a minute. And then we'll see, okay, let's just pull from the Robinwood Tarot deck, because I want to make sure I don't rule out, I mean, if the Ace of Wands appears again, I'll say, okay, there's a particular reason for that, okay? Let's pull 3 cards for the week ahead. Okay, the World. 7 of Cups. And the Knight of Swords. Okay, so let's talk about your vibration first. Your vibration, kind of like, what is your point of attraction? The point of attraction here is the Ace of Wands. This is a whole new beginning. So this is a very positive vibe that I feel. So you're coming into the week with a positive vibration. So on that scale I was just showing you, is probably more on the higher end, at the top of the scale there. Being more around positivity, optimism, then maybe there's something exciting. When we get the wands are all about passions, creativity, new ventures, that kind of thing. So when we see the Ace of Wands, I mean, it's the beginning of a new chapter. It's the beginning of something new. Some people consider this to be the sex card too, the Ace of Wands. And some of the decks you'll kind of see why. But it is kind of starting something new, exploring a new passion, coming across something that's kind of exciting. So I do feel very positive coming into this week. It feels very good. Interestingly, so what are you attracting with this Ace of Wands energy? We have the 4 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles, I view fours are representative of like stability in general, right? I think so. This could be related to attracting some sort of money into your experience. You could be attracting and drawing in some money. I think what this is also saying is like, but you're also kind of, I do feel when I look at this 4 of Pentacles, right? Because he has both of his feet on these 2 coins at the bottom. He's kind of holding on kind of tight. So that can be representative of, in my mind, a bit of like a sense of scarcity. So if you are attracting whatever's going on this week, whether it be a new job, whether it be, maybe I just got like somebody doing like a photography business, kind of starting like a side thing. So if you're doing something like that, maybe you're getting a customer this week. And again, like these are broad readings, right? And I'm just kind of putting out whatever comes to my mind, but I definitely just saw somebody doing photography and getting some sort of like a gig for somebody. So That could be it. And I think, like when you get that, I mean, it's certainly an exciting opportunity. When you bring this in, right? Just be careful of being holding on too tight, or certainly come away with the expectation that this is just the beginning, and taking a moment to appreciate, if this is the scenario that you're experiencing this week, what do you really enjoy about it? What do you really appreciate? What are you grateful for? Because when you start expressing gratitude, as we talked about before, right? When you start proactively, intentionally thinking about gratitude and what you're grateful for, you will attract more of that into your experience. So sometimes the thing could be like, oh, this is a great gig, but what if I don't get another one? So just be mindful of that, because then there could be a little bit of out of balance, okay? So I think that's something we just want to be thinking about. But I mean, in general, like the fours could be like, hey, it's definitely like money coming in. It could be, a good experience for you. I don't mean to, certainly imply it's not, but how can you attract more abundance, and how can you attract more of this type of energy in? So we have the King of Wands here again. So, no, I shouldn't say again. This is the only time we have the King of Wands. We have the King of Wands. It's paired with the Ace of Wands. So the King of Wands, I mean, how can you attract more of that? Is the King of Wands, he has become a master of what he's doing. He is confident in what he's doing, and he believes that he has the strength, the power, and the conviction in everything he does. And that comes across, right? So I think what this is saying too is, how can you attract more of that? Is believe in yourself, believe that you deserve this, you deserve whatever this is, you deserve to have these opportunities, you deserve to have these experiences that are presenting themselves to you now. And I think you have to believe that more of them are on the way, okay? And take a moment to really relish in any type of positive emotional feelings and vibes that you feel as part of this. So if you are doing something like the photography business, right? Like I was just thinking about that one, right? Take a moment to really just kind of bask in the excitement and anything that you're feeling in regards to that. Now, it doesn't have to be photography. It could be anything else. It could be something completely different. This could also be an opportunity to kind of get away and do something new and exciting that kind of is outside of your comfort zone too, right? But how can you attract more of this positivity and abundance in your experience? Believe you deserve it. Believe that you're capable of it. Believe that you have everything within you to do this, right? With the King, certainly in this deck, certainly in the others, the Robin Hood one in particular, very confident, very strong, and he's in a solid footing and a ground, okay? Same with this guy, very strong, he's kind of got, he looks very confident and tough, okay? He's also, I'm just kind of noticing he's holding something here, and it's almost, I don't know what it is. It's almost like it's like smoking. I don't know what that could be. My initial thought it could be like a sage, but I don't think that really wouldn't fit here. I don't know if he's smoking something or whatever, but he's on a motorcycle. He's got his helmet off. He's kind of straddling, but he's certainly balanced, and he's got one foot firmly on the ground. So keep that in mind. You have everything within you. You deserve it. Imposter syndrome is something that just came into mind, right? Imposter syndrome is when you feel like you don't have the capability, you don't deserve something, you don't know enough about something I don't know enough about photography to have my own business. I'm not good enough at photography to have my own business. I'm not good enough at tarot to have my own business. These are all things that we would call imposter syndromes. That is I don't have enough experience, I'm not good enough, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Don't have that. So if you can focus on and believe that you deserve all of these wonderful things, they will come to you. And you will have more of those in your life. For the week ahead, I mean, hey, does the world get any better than this? I mean, this card is one of my favorite cards of this deck. The world, I mean, she is just cloaked in this kind of like sheet. She is out amongst the stars. The stars could be like the North Star following something that you're dreaming about. This could also be representative of some sort of travel. But it is the last card in the tarot deck, too, so it could be something really wonderful kind of coming into full fruition. It's interesting to me that we have over here the Ace of Wands in your current energy, so this is beginning, and then for the week ahead we have the World, which is the last card of the deck. So Aces of beginnings, 21, the World, it's the last. of the major arcana. So this could be a wonderful transition for something new. This could be a mindset, this could be a business, this could be whatever it is. Something is kind of wrapping up and something is starting new, where you've kind of get this new vibrational mindset that you're kind of coming into the week with. The world is a wonderful card, and I think what this is saying is, maybe you've reached the end point of something, and you're considering all your options. And the wonderful news is you have options. You have a lot of options here. Okay, I think we could be kind of tied up in our heads, overthinking. Be cautious of that, right? Because I think when we pair it with the ace, the knight of swords here, right? Swords are all about ideas. It's education. It's communication. That's what swords represent, right? So when I look at these two together, right, these are options, but this is coming in fast. So this could be somebody kind of coming in fast, presenting you with options. But to me, this also says, consider your options, but you don't have a lot of time. Don't spend too much time. Don't spend too much time weighing the pros and cons and et cetera, et cetera. Kind of like analyze what your gut feeling is telling you. Your intuition will kind of guide you if you quiet your mind. So maybe meditate. I mean, this could be kind of like quiet your mind. Could be. And all this is just kind of coming to me as I splurt this out of my mouth. Quiet your mind, okay? While you kind of let these options kind of float through your mind, right? Without giving them a whole lot of thought. But you're not going to have a ton of time to make a decision, maybe. Or maybe this is saying, don't take too much time. Move expeditiously. This could be a scenario where you really need to kind of bask and kind of move forward quickly and make the decision and move on. Sometimes, as with everything, right, it's just getting started. You talk to people who run successful businesses, people who have had wonderful experiences, people who have done wonderful things. I think some of the advice I consistently hear from folks in podcasts and anywhere, in books, is just get started. So I think that's what this is saying. If something's coming to an end, consider your options, just get started, okay? I love this book, and I use this in some other readings. It's called It's All Love, Reflections for Your Heart and Soul. I just want to open randomly to a page, kind of see what the message for the week is. We'll kind of end the reading there. So the message for the week: the trick to avoiding unnecessary stress is to mind your own business. Mind your own business. Again, how can would this apply to the law of attraction? Only think. What you focus on is what you attract, right? So where focus goes, energy flows. So be very mindful of what you're paying attention to, what you're focusing on, and what the emotion that it exudes within you and how that applies. Okay, so if you're paying too much attention to what other people are doing, you're probably more in a reactionary phase. So just be very mindful of that. All right, well, have a wonderful week, and we'll be back again soon.